Hello, welcome to today's video. We are going to be discussing two new notes, and those notes are going to be, well, we already know about G, but we're now going to be talking about A on the guitar, and this is our first fretted note. We are on page 17. We're going to be working until about page 20 of the Classical Guitar, Volume 1. So let's go ahead and review the finger letters once again. For the right hand, we have P-I-M-A-C. For the left hand, the hand we use to hold down frets on the guitar neck, we don't really use the thumb right now. So let's give these finger numbers the remaining 1, 2, 3, and 4. Going backwards, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's please remember that. That can be found at the beginning of your book. And let's go ahead and talk about these notes here on the guitar, and we're going to go take a look at the book. Okay, here we go. So as you can see, the notes are going to be G, 4 for the treble clef right there, and that's going to be open string 3. And the way we play that, open string G, once again, is going to be just plucking that string open, G. As for the next note here, it's the same string 3, but now we have fret 2 held down with the second finger. And finger number 2, remember, is the middle finger right there. So when we hold down fret number 2, or any kind of fret on our guitar, we want to keep in mind that these are separated into frets which are created with little iron or steel or metal rods that are pressed into the guitar neck. When we hold down the fret, we press into or press the string down so that it comes in contact with the wood, and we can kind of feel the wood a little bit even with our finger underneath the string. And notice that there's a lot of room in here in this fret number 2, but we don't want to just put it anywhere. I would recommend that you place it there, close to the fret wire. They call it the fret wire. And as you press that thing down, make sure that you're holding it pretty close, not so close that it's going to buzz. Notice that when you play it and it's right over that fret, it's going to kind of sound maybe muted, but if we're really close next to it, that's a good sound right there. Okay, so once again, pressing down on the fret, notice that we want to keep the arm, the wrist, and the hand all straight. So if we were to hold it this way, and we're holding down on the neck, notice that it's all straight. And so let me go ahead and turn a little bit this way so you can see me pressing down on that fret. All angles, notice how straight the arm, the wrist, and the hand are. As for the back of the neck, I will be pressing behind the neck with my thumb, kind of in the general area of where my finger is coming down on the fret in the front. And that's where the thumb comes. We never want to bring the thumb over like this. This is more of a popular style kind of playing guitar. Sometimes you see this. But when we play classical guitar, we want to bring it behind the neck. We don't really want to see the thumb. It's going to be pressed down in the back to provide a good support. Okay, so let's go ahead and take a look at this hand position. Get comfortable with it. At the beginning, if you're not used to pressing down on strings on a guitar, it's going to feel a little uncomfortable because there is that pressure from the string pressing into your skin there. But that will eventually come where you will become comfortable and you'll just get used to the feeling. Right now it's going to feel weird, but you'll feel comfortable in the future. So if it feels kind of painful or uncomfortable, I would recommend that you take breaks, let it go, maybe massage the finger a little bit like this, or possibly even put some ice on it and just let it relax for a little bit. And then when you're ready, you can come right back to it. So once again, you may have to be looking a little bit to the left to make sure that it is properly placed on the guitar fret there. And then you'll pluck the string. Just like that, to make sure it sounds good. Alrighty, so open string 3, G, press down, A, G, A. Okay, very good. So on page 16, notice that there is a writing assignment. You will write the name of the note on the first line for the note given, the fret number, which is either going to be 0 or 2, and then of course the string number, which was always going to be 3 for these strings here, or it could be another fret, another string. All right, let's go ahead now and talk about page number 18. We are doing sight reading and review. So we're going to be playing once again with the 2 fingers of I and M. Let's make sure that when we play these strings, we want to play only the strings that are given. Okay, here we go. So let's go ahead and take a look at the notes, and let's go ahead and put up the music here on the screen. So we're just passing through the written portion. Here we go. Ascending note review. All right, here we go. Placing your hands in position, and you want to get your left hand ready, which means you're going to place your hand over that fret. Don't press it down now because your first notes are G. Okay, so press down with your thumb here on the guitar neck, or excuse me, by the sound hole. Ready? Here we go. 1, 2, half notes, go. G, G. Now here we go. Fret 2. Sorry, yeah, fret 2. And then A, going to B. And then E. Very good. Let's try that one more time. I'm going to go ahead and close this up so you can just look at your music, or you can just look at me as we do it. Here we go. Ready? String 3, 2, and 1. 1, 2, 3, 4. Start with M. Bring that on 2. Very good. So you notice there was a little bit of reverberation with some of the other strings. That's okay. We'll be addressing that in the future. Let's go ahead now to number 2, which is descending. Okay, so descending note review starting with E. Ready? Here we go. Half notes. 1, 2, 3, 4. Very good, thank you. And now moving on next to the rhythm review on open strings only. This is the easy one. So if you'd like, you can just keep it here, or you can bring your hand over here to the body and just kind of relax it there. Here we go, let's read these notes. 1, 2, 3, 4. Two, 3, 4. Good job. And then the last one is the rhythm review with all notes, including A. So that means we're going to get our hand and place it over here. I'm going to go ahead and close this up so you can look at your music. Here we go. Starting with A, and we're going to be using I and M only. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. So one thing you want to keep in mind is the same thing that we did with our right hand for the hovering technique exercise is going to happen here with the left hand too. You just kind of have to And that's the reason why we have the thumb in the background. It kind of provides a little bit of a anchor or a support for your hand when it's not pressing down on a fret. So when we have the fret finger down for the fret, we have the support from both sides, but when we bring it out, we just kind of have to hold it there until we're ready to play again. Okay, let's go ahead and move on now to our next page, number 19, Moderato. It says, say the note names out loud as you play. This is a moderate or medium tempo. It says here, keep your left hand fingers curved on the fingertips. That. And close to the fret. It says playing close to the fret will stop buzzing and allow for a light touch. It says here, anchor the right thumb on a bass string, which is what we're talking about here for the right hand. All right, let's go ahead and read these notes. And I would like for you to look at your music as we do this. I'm going to be looking at mine here. All right, so I and M, starting with A, getting your hand, the thumb anchored behind. Ready, here we go, starting with A here. Count and say the note names. 1, 2, A, and go. A, 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 G, 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 A, oops, A, G, G. Once again with A. A, G, 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 A, 2, 3, 4. Moving on to B. B, E, back to E. Sorry, B. E again. Half notes. Here we go to A again. Here we go. A, 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 G, 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 A, A, 2, 3, 4, and release. So let's go ahead and observe how my hold position or how my position and technique look. So as you can notice, I'm constantly trying to adjust the right wrist to keep it straight, not to keep it bent like that, because that'll cause tension and pressure. For the left hand, also keeping the wrist, arm, and hand nice and straight, the right thumb behind as an anchor, and I'm placing my finger down on the fret on the string string 3, fret 2, next to the fret wire, so it doesn't buzz, but it's a nice clear note, just like that. Let's go now to our next piece here on page 20, a fairy tale. This is going to be a duet with me, and I will provide you with the MP3 for these notes. On Tenora, it says here the student plays the top part as a solo or duet. And this piece has 3 beats per bar, as indicated by the time signature. Let's go ahead and get our hands in position. We're going to be playing and saying the note name. Get your finger number 3 there, the right behind as an anchor. We're going to play and say our note names together. Ready? Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. A, A, G, 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 A. Make sure you're switching back to I and M. A, 2, 3, G, 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 A, G, 2, 3, A, 2, 3. Now to A, E, 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 B, 2, 3, G, 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 A, 2, 3, A, G, 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 A, 2, 3, A, 2, 3, mute. So one way, and we'll talk about this a little bit later, if you want to mute the strings, you can just bring your hand open and just lightly touch them across the guitar neck like that. Okay, so we have to practice that one note at a time. Make sure that you say the note name, and then if you are ready to or want to play along with me, we can definitely practice with the metronome first. So let's go ahead and listen to my part, and if you want to play along with me, let's go ahead and do that, okay? So make sure that you do this only after practicing with the metronome first. Okay, here we go. Let us count to 3. 1, 2, 3. This is a hard note here. And mute. All right, very good. So that's our music there, a fairy tale. I will be providing the MP3 on your video, on your Tanar assignment. Let's go ahead and practice that every day, please. Send some audio recordings, and we will see you next time. Bye.